Flash Nation, welcome back to a brand new video. We're talking the worst, yes, the worst films 2023. Okay, I'm gonna give two honorable mentions before we start. And these two honorable mentions, one of them was on YouTube, by the way. I have to give it because Papa Cash would be mad at me if I didn't mention this movie. And by the way, you can watch this for free by all means. But I wouldn't recommend you do so because it's not worth the time at all. My honorable mention for the worst movies of 2023, a movie I would give a 1 out of 10 to, is none other than Spider-Man Lotus. Spider-Man Lotus was an absolute pitiful film to watch. It lacked everything a good movie has. It's, good dialogue, characters that matter. There are so many scenes. Literally, me and Papa Cash paused this movie at least 12 times watching it. And we did finish it one day, surprisingly, but it was just, that's that. Spider-Man Lotus, don't watch it. You can avoid it. You can help it, okay? Terrible film, not worth your time. And coming in number 2, honorable mention is The Flash. Now, The Flash is not my worst movies because it's honorable mention, but like the only reason I say honorable mention because it's a movie that I'm mixed about, but basically I didn't like the ending because it doesn't really matter to the overall DCU, if that makes sense. Other than that, and the awful cameo scenes, specifically with the past members of the DCU, whatever, and all that. Film was okay. Have some problems with it. It's too jokey. It's too much, and just didn't really care for it. So that's that. Coming in at number 10, we have The Creator, a generic film. The main lead, I don't think does enough. The little girl carries the film for me on her shoulders the whole entire time. Then bringing back Gemma Chan's character in the end didn't surprise me at all. I expected to happen either way. And I really didn't care for this film. I wanted it to be great. I wanted it to be excellent, but I came out like, it was a doozy. It's a film that I forgot about like 2 days, so that's that. John Day Washington, underwhelming performance, has some good ideas, has some great world building, but again, the story, the plot, it's very generic. It's just a simple like, oh, we're doing that, cool, don't care. Coming in at number 9, it's for a big reason. We have Ant-Man Quantumania. Ant-Man Quantumania had one mission, one goal in my eyes: make Kang awesome, make us fear Kang, like be excited for Kang to show up more in the MCU like we were for Thanos and Loki. Okay, and in this film, Kang starts off, I'd say decent, pretty good, but unfortunately, if Kang is easily defeated by ants and Ant-Man, again, not an S tier Avenger, not a B, but a low tier Avenger that all it does is just get big and get small, and that's it. I'm not pressed by no means. That basically tells me that basically anybody in the Thunderbolts team could beat him. Yes, King has powers, but the fact that he's defeated by ants, I didn't care. Didn't care for him at all, okay? Not to mention the god awful MODOK scenes. Every time that MODOK appeared in this film, I kid you not, it's like you just want to look away out of embarrassment for Marvel. Like, MODOK did not need to be in this film. He didn't need to be. And like, here's the thing. I think we all had hoped that the CGI for him would be better. It wasn't even close to being better. It was absolutely god awful. And then the awkward scenes with him and the other characters in the film. And then the weird cameos, we got some great people in here that don't matter at all. And then like the whole Scott basically survives at the end when I wish he didn't. I didn't care for Quantumania. Disappointing, not that good. Definitely one of Marvel's worst films of the year. Okay, coming in number 8, we have Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. This is an alright film. It has some hit or miss humor with me. I didn't care for the story. I didn't care for the plot. I just didn't. You have some great people in here. The one who plays the evil witch, she's in I think Shadow and Bones. and I really didn't care. Chris Pine I really like as an actor. Michelle Rodriguez, I think Justice August or something. I'll put it right on the screen, and the two other people involved. It was an okay film, but not a film I'll remember in a couple of days. And again, the ending to me was just like, let me guess, we're gonna revive Michelle Rodriguez because the month doesn't matter at all. Oh, yep, we are. Okay, Hugh Grant's gonna try to escape again. Yep, does that. So we have a weird scene at the end where someone throws us an object at Hugh Grant's face for some reason. Yet that happens. Weird witch battle, which doesn't really matter. Yet that happens. Overall, I watched it twice. Didn't get better. So it is number 8 on my list. Number 7, cast nation, we have Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, a film where Optimus Prime hates humans and the Autobots never win a fight, really. And they try to pull any game with bringing back Bumblebee in the film, which we all knew was coming because if you watched the trailer, you knew that was going to happen. And then the kid becomes a Transformer. I didn't care for it. I love Transformers. I didn't care for the main lead, nor the other girl. I think Dominique Fishburne is her name, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, literally, only time that I really got hyped was whenever Optimus and the Gorilla Guy were fighting and winning and all that. But overall, a generic film. I didn't care for it too much, and hopefully that Transformers doesn't get a sequel, but a complete reboot. You know. Coming in number 6, we have Equalizer 3. Literally the same as every other film. Nothing new here. Basically doesn't lose a fight at all. Essentially just 30-40 minutes of a story where basically this is just what you expect. A guy enters the city, town, whatever you want to call it, and basically this gang and enforcer family, whatever, as a force is trying to oppress this family, their businesses, whatever. And basically, whatever his name is, Equalizer guy, goes in, takes care of business, doesn't miss, wins every fight, no tension, never once think he's gonna die, comes out alive, and now everyone's free. Don't care. Same thing as always, same repetitive story, nothing new. Same. Number 5, we had the Marvels. Singing scene, didn't care for. The cat scene, I literally walked out. And it has some okay scenes with Kamala Khan, her family, Carol Danvers, and Impossible Captain Marvel 3. And then we have Photon, who finally gets her powers for a couple seconds. A forgettable villain who I still remember the name of, Darbon, I think her name is, whatever. Forgettable villain. I mean, God almighty, you could have done way better. And let's not bitch shit. Marvel decided to use a bait switch on the entire fan base. Because in the finale trailer for the Marvels, we get who? Yep. Steve Rogers, Tony Stark, and Thanos. Now, you're probably saying, well, Cash, they're in the film. Nope. They're referenced. Nope. They're not. They put them in the trailers to get us hyped and excited because the Marvels was really going to flop either way. And it did. But this film was a mess. And I don't care for the X-Men cameo scene either. I don't. And in the awkward, where Kamala Khan is trying to recruit Kate Bishop to the Young Avengers. Whatever reason, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I mean, Kamala Khan at least hated the whole film. She wants to build her own team. It did some stuff as a leader, like call some shots. They showed that of her. I'm like, you know what? I can see that. But did that happen? No. Now, don't get me wrong. Kamala Khan was the best part of this whole film. Let's not get that mistake, okay? But just the awkward scenes between the 3 characters, dialogue, and again, the middle part basically was the worst, okay? And overall, didn't really care for it, okay? Number 4, Five Nights at Freddy's, jumbled story, don't care for it. Josh Hutcherson I really like, but in the end, I mean, the kills were terrible. The movie wasn't scary in the slightest bit. I kind of wish I didn't watch it, to be honest. The reveal of I'll never remember this guy name. Got the glasses, plays Shaggy and all that, does a Scooby voice. Him being the villain was not a surprise to me at all. And the fact that basically it's like I was assuming Friday Nights at Freddy's is a game where you're staying in this building with animatronics the whole time. You're trying to escape. But the fact that we keep leaving this building multiple times and coming back to it in the film just gets rid of all the attention. The fact that, you know, whenever the goons show up, you know, they get killed by animatronics. I didn't care for it. I really didn't. I was bored throughout the entire film, and guess what? The best part is, I got paid to watch it. Because while I was at Amazon packing, put in front of me to watch. So guess what? That's the whole reason why it's not below. Just saying. Again, I know it's gonna get a sequel, and I'm not gonna watch it. So there's that. Coming in number 3, we have Aquaman 2, the last film that has dialogue of a 5-year-old wrote it. So many scenes are reshuffled. It's not even funny. The best part of this film to me wasn't even Aquaman, but Mera herself, because she barely speaks, if that makes sense. We have a father-son subplot that doesn't matter, never really used, except for the fact that he calls to his dad for help. Black Manta is completely, you could have literally had anybody play him, it wouldn't matter. Because Black Manta is, in my opinion at least, didn't care for him. Didn't care for him at all. It's the same story, he gets possessed, wants revenge, gets his butt kicked by Aquaman in like 2 minutes. And Aquaman takes care of the other villain in 3 seconds. And then we have this scene where they pull an Iron Man 1, where he goes, I'm Aquaman. And I'm like, no crap, really? And then the post-credit scene gives it the 3rd spot. Patrick Wilson eating a roach with a sandwich. Thank you, DC. Thank you, Warner Brothers. We really needed that cockroach scene. Nothing about how that y'all want to thank us for watching your films, but a cockroach scene, excellent choice. Gotta say there now, okay? And the CGI was just that. Coming in number 2, you have Cobweb, a film that I heard about through Cody Leach. Not blaming him or anybody else, but decided to watch this with Gabby in theaters, and I really didn't like it. I didn't care for it. Cobweb basically is about a boy and his 2 abusive parents, lives in the house, hears something on the walls. Turns out, spoiler alert, it's his sister, who is a spider essentially. She crawls on all 4s, can crawl on walls, and lives in a thing of webs. Spider, why it's called Cobweb, FYI, and basically looks like a messed up version of Rapunzel with long hair, you know? And the best scene in this film to me has to be when he kills the parents, because it's like, oh great, a twist finally, you know? But to me, the fact that the kills aren't the best, and the fact that it's like it tries to bait you at the end with the sister hovering behind the boy and all that, like, I wanted more from this film so much. I wanted the twist to come sooner. I wanted the parents to explain their behavior to the boy, because they treat him like crap the whole time. They lock him in the basement for no real good reason. The teacher, not to mention, is overly obsessed with this kid for no reason at all. Like, she comes to his parents' house, gives a phone number to the child, which is all very, very, very weird. They get Cobweb, left me disappointed, pissed off. But it's in my number 2 spot. Coming in at number 1 is a film that I didn't even review because of how bad it was. This is a film I watched with Gabby. And it's a film I should have walked out of when it got to the worst parts. And that is, of course, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 is a disappointment of a film. It's the 3rd film in the franchise. The first 2 films are led by the parents. This film was led by the supporting lead, the wife and husband, and her family. And the best people are in the background. This film was atrocious. It's worse than Aquaman 2. There's so many scenes that we could have cut out. No direction, no story, no plots. The whole give the thing to the brothers or the best friends, whatever, doesn't matter. There's a legit scene kid you not, that's supposed to be a sentiment scene, but they shot it as a sex scene. It's not a sex scene, by the way, okay? But it's like basically where three people are trying to spread their father's ashes, but it's cut in this blue and their silhouettes. I don't like trying to describe it really. It was I said to the guy, I'm like, this looks like a sex scene. It just does. You can't see anybody. You could literally they could be kissing. I don't know what they're doing, but it just looked weird to me. There's so many things I roll my eyes at. With the uncle constantly shaving his nose hairs for no reason, to the forced chemistry between the boy and the girl who want to be together but can't really decide. Again, the best people from the first two films are basically just there just to get a check. The wife hitting on her own brother by accident. Yeah, I'm not wasting any more of your time. Horrible film. Don't watch it, please. 2 out of 10. So again, my top 10 worst movies are once again The Creator, Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, Equalizer 3, The Marvels, Five Nights at Freddy's, Aquaman 2, Cobweb, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. As always, enjoy these videos and more. Done with these. Hit that subscribe below. We're almost at 500 subscribers. Thank you for watching. Be secretary friendly. Happy New Year, y'all. Peace.